Okay, Nikomite36 asks, have you ever played any of the GBA Tony Hawk games? If so, which was your favorite? The GBA, those are the Game Boy Advance Tony Hawk games. Yes, I am familiar with Tony Hawk 2 and 3 on the Game Boy Advance. I played a little bit of American Skateland on an emulator. I didn't care for it much at all. As far as I'm concerned, it wasn't really that good. But I think I may have mentioned this before, I'm not sure, but the Game Boy Advance version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is really good. I mean, for the system it's on, anyway. I make it no secret that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is my... Damn it, I really jump off. I make it no secret that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is my favorite game in the Tony Hawk series. And because of that, I think that's why I like Tony Hawk 2 the best on the Game Boy Advance. Although the Game Boy Advance version of Tony Hawk 3 isn't bad either. It's just not as good. It's kind of hard to explain. See, on the GBA version of THPS 2, they really had kind of accurate versions of the levels. They had the hangar, and pretty much everything was there, like almost. And they had New York City, that was pretty much all there. And they had, what else did they have? What other levels did they have? They had, they had the warehouse from Tony Hawk 1. These are all like super classic levels too. Now I'm trying to remember what other levels. They didn't have every level from Tony Hawk 2. Like Marseille was there. They didn't have Venice Beach or Skate Street or the Bull Ring or Skate Heaven. Oh God, don't fall off. Yes. Okay, yeah, they didn't have like Skate Heaven or anything. Tony Hawk 2 Game Boy Advance had a weird secret level that wasn't very good called Rooftops. It was set in Boston. Boston Rooftops is always what I called it. Not a very interesting or fun level. It's still a nice distraction. So yeah, there were pretty accurate versions of the Tony Hawk 2 levels, but when the Game Boy Advance version of Tony Hawk 3 came out, they weren't that accurate. Like, they had levels like the airport, and it was a completely different airport. Suburbia was completely different. The Foundry was completely different. I think that's why I prefer the Tony Hawk 2 handheld, because it is like the closest thing almost to portable Tony Hawk 2 that you can get, or that you could have gotten back then and back at the time. Like, obviously now these days you can play Tony Hawk 2 on your iPhone, which is pretty insane. Too bad they don't have the original soundtrack. Oh, something else I should mention is that the Tony Hawk 2 on the Game Boy Advance actually has a damn good soundtrack. It is original music, because the GBA can't handle like licensed songs. At least not with like completely using up a ton of cartridge space, but yeah, very interesting tracks. I actually used to listen to the Game Boy Advance soundtrack every once in a while. Not so much these days. I want to do an LP of that game. I'm pretty sure I might do that. I don't know. Once again, I don't know when, but don't be surprised if you see it one day. Okay. I want to get up here before I go into the next question. Although that may take forever, so next question. Slap Betman 1. I hope I'm pronouncing these right, but I'm probably not. Anyway, he asks, favorite skater from the Tony Hawk series, Chad Muska. Let's go into it now. Why Chad Muska? Well, when I first played Tony Hawk, like the original Tony Hawk 1 on Dreamcast, oh god, in the water. When I first played it, I played it with a friend. We had to pick a skater. We chose not Bob Burnquist. We chose Chad Muska just only on the fact that like he was wearing a backpack. I said, check out that cool backpack. We gotta play as this guy. I don't remember like exactly how it went because it was like 13 years ago. Oh my god. Oh, finally I got that. Yes. So yeah, I like Chad Muska. I always played as him. I was kind of bummed out when they removed him from the games, but now that I remember, I used to play as Muska a lot, but I also used to play as Bob Burnquist a lot too. And after Tony Hawk 3 came out, I took a liking to Rodney Mullen as well, because his skater video in that game was just incredible. Oh, that may be possible. So yeah, basically Bob Burnquist, Chad Muska, and no. Bob Burnquist, Chad Muska, and Rodney Mullen are my 3 favorite skaters to play as in the Tony Hawk series. It's kind of weird because I don't know anyone who actually likes to play as Tony Hawk himself. It's like, who wants to play as Tony Hawk in his own game? It's weird. It's, in fact, now that I remember it, when I first played Tony Hawk, like the first one, I think I did pick Tony Hawk first, and eventually I determined that he sucks. He probably doesn't suck, I just probably sucked with it. Because it was my very first time playing the game, of course I'm gonna suck at it. So I always, for years after, I was always like, Tony Hawk sucks at his own game. Why on earth would you ever want to be Tony Hawk? Well, yeah, I wonder if the man himself, Tony Hawk, plays as himself in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. You would think he sucks at his game, but he actually has, I read in interviews that Tony Hawk actually would finish all of his games, like, legitimately. Like, he would actually be able to play and pull off, like, good combos and stuff. Obviously, he probably doesn't play anymore because, oh, there have been no good Tony Hawk games recently. Oh my god, yeah, isn't that a joke? I wonder what he thinks of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD, like, really thinks about it. Because, it could have been something special. It could have been, but it wasn't. So let's, try not to die here. And we can go into maybe the next question. Oh, into the water I go. Yeah, next question.